Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. Welcome to my class Mathematics KSSM Form 1. I am teacher Nabila. Okay, so for today we are going to learn about multiples. So in this topic you will learn about multiples, common multiples and also lowest common multiples. So first we want to look at multiples. What are multiples? The multiples of a whole numbers are the product of the given whole number with any whole number except 1. So look at the example given. List all the multiples of 3 less than 20. So if you look at the word here, we want to find the multiple of 3. So multiple of 3, we start at 3 and then after that 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Less than 20, so we stop here. How to get this one? Actually, multiple of 3 mean that 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 times 6 is 18. So these are the multiples of 3. Second, list all the multiple of 4 between 10 and 30. So like the previous one, multiple of 4 mean 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3 and so on. But for this case, we want to find the multiple of 4 between 10 and 30. So you list down the multiple of 4 first. 1 times 4, 4. 2 times 4, 8. Mean that these are multiple of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32 and so on. But for this case, we want to find between 10 and 30. So if we look at the list here, between 10 means that after 10 is 12. So we start from here, 12. And between 30 means that less than 30. So we stop at here. So mean that these all are the multiple of 4. So we list down the multiple of 4 equal to 12, 16, 20, 24 and 28. Okay, number 3, list all the multiple of 8 between 60 and 100. So if you want to list down, you list down the multiple of 8. Start from 1 until you find the first multiple of 8 after 60. So I just find the first multiple of 8 after 60. I just take this one. Okay, 56. The 7 times 8 is 56 and then 64. Because we want 60, between 60 and 100 to mean that after 60 it should be here. So this is the first multiple of 8 in this range. So the next multiple can be obtained by adding 8 to the number before it. Why we add 8? Because we want to find the multiple of 8. So the first one just now is 64. Then we can find the next one by adding 8. 64 plus 8, 72. 72 plus 8, 80. 80 plus 8, 88. 88 plus 8, 96. Mean that these are the multiple of 8 between 60 and 100. Number 4, list the first 3 multiple of 13. So this one, no problem. The first 3 multiple of 13 is 13 times 1 is 13, 26 and 39. So this is the first 3. Next, determine whether 2, 3, 4 is a multiple of 3. So to determine whether the number given is a multiple of 3, the quick way to determining whether a number is a multiple of another number is to do the divisibility test. So you divide. If you can divide correctly without any remainder, so mean that Like this, 2, 3, 4, we divide by 3, you get 78. No remainder. We divide completely, mean that 234 is a multiple of 3. Another example, determine whether 345 is a multiple of 7. So how we divide? 345, we divide by 7. Okay, when you divide by 7, you get 49, remainder 2. So when you have remainder, mean that 345 is not a multiple of 7. Okay, next we are going to learn about common multiples. So common multiples, same as the previous lesson you have learned common factor, we want to find the same number. For this case, we want to find common multiple. So a number which is a multiple of 2 or more whole numbers is called the common multiple of those numbers. So let's say given, find the first 3 common multiple of 2 and 3. So we want to find common multiple. So multiple of 2 you list down first. List the multiples of each number. So multiple of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 and so on. Then you list down the multiple of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 and so on. After that, when you already list all the multiples, not all the multiples, you list the multiples of the given number, then you circle the same number because we want to find the common multiples. So the same number here is 6, 12 and 18. Then you list down the common multiple of 2 and 3 are 6, 12 and 18. Because the question asks you find the first 3 only, so we give the answer in 3 numbers only. Next, another example, find the first 3 common multiple of 2, 3 and 4. So remember the first step, we list the multiple of 2, we list the multiple of 3, and then we list the multiple of 4. Okay, so when you list all this number, you find the same number. Is it 2? No. Is it 4? No, this one don't have 4. Is it 6? No. Is it 8? No. Is it 10? No. Is it 12? Yes, 12 is the first common multiple. Then we have 24. Then we have 36. So the question asks you find the first 3. Then we get 3 already. So we write down common multiple of 2, 3 and 4 equal to 12, 24, 36. But if given like this, find the first 4 common multiple of 3 and 5. So same, the first step, you list the multiple of 3. Then you list the multiple of 5. Then you find the same number. Is it 3? No. 6? No. 9? No. 10? 15. So you get 15. This is the first common multiples. If you want to find 4 common multiple by listing all the number, you have to list down until very long. So how to simplify this one? Okay, the most important is you find the first common multiple. Okay, you already find here first common multiple equal to 15. So this is the first one. The next common multiple we can obtain by times 2. Times 2 to this number. Okay, you times 2 to this number, 15 times 2, you get 30. So this is your second common multiples. The next one you can obtain by times 3. So when you times 3, 15 times 3, 45. Remember, you must time with the first one, with the first common multiple, not with the second one. So 15 times 3, 45. And then the fourth one we can obtain by times 4. So 15 times 4 equal to 60. So these are your common multiples. So remember, if common multiples, you just find the first common multiples and then the next common multiples you can obtain by times 1 to the first one, times 2, times 3 and so on. If you look at the second example above here, common multiple of 2, 3 and 4 equal, the first one equal to 12, right? So the next one we can obtain by times 2. So 12 times 2 equal to 24. So this one is correct. And then 12 times 3 equal to 36. Okay, I give you another example. Find the first three common multiple of 4, 8 and 16. So first step, you have to list the multiple of 4. And then the multiple of 8. And the multiple of 16. Okay, next you find the same common multiple. So here for this case, the first common multiple equal to 16. This is the first common multiples. So how? We write down common multiple of 4, 8 and 16 equal to 16, the first one. The second we times 2, 16 times 2 equal to 32. The third one we times 3, 16 times 3 equal to 48. So this is the faster way. Rather than you list all, this one mean that you have to list until 48. Okay. Next, determine whether 612 is a common multiple of 2, 3 and 7. So if we want to determine whether the number is the common multiple or not, we have to divide. So you divide one by one. 612 can divide by 2. Can. Okay, you get 306. 612 can divide by 3. Can. 612 can divide by 7. No, because we got remainder here. So if 1 cannot divide completely, mean that 612 is not a common multiple of 2, 3 and 7. Even only 1 cannot divide completely, mean that this number 612 is not the common multiple of 2, 3 and 7. Okay, next, determine whether 3,321 is a common multiple of 3, 9 and 41. So same method, you divide 3,321 divided by 3, you get 1107 complete. 3,321 divided by 9 also can. 3,321 divided by 41 also can. So when all can divide by this one, so mean that 3,321 is a common multiple of 3, 9 and 41. Okay, next we are going to learn about lowest common multiple. So we have three methods to find lowest common multiple, LCMs. Okay, this one similar to HCF that you have learned previously, just a little bit different. So we look at the method 1. Method 1 listing the common multiple. So how? Let's say given example, find the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. So listing the common multiple means that you have to list the multiple of 2 and then you list the multiple of 3. Okay. And then after that, the step 2, you find the same number and then you circle. So for this case, the same number is 2, 12 and 18. So common multiples are 6, 12, 18 and so on. Okay, now we want to find LCM. So you look at the word here is lowest common multiple. So this is the common multiple you got just now. We want to find the lowest, the smallest. So for this case, the lowest one is 6. So our LCM equal to 6. Okay, method 2. Algorithm or repeated division. Okay, find the lowest common multiples, LCM of 4 and 12. So you use repeated division, you put a number here, 4 and 12. You divide by prime number. So if you divide by 2, you divide by 2, which is the smallest prime number. So 4 divided by 2, you get 2, right down below here. 12 divided by 2, you get 6. Okay, now we divide again by 2. So 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. 6 divided by 2 equal to 3. Okay, if you remember last time you have learned HCF, previous lesson, HCF you have to stop when no more number can be divided. That is HCF. But lowest common multiples, you have to divide until you obtain 1 at the last. So for this case, 1 cannot divide anymore. So we ignore 1. We divide by 3. Because 3 cannot divide by 2, so we divide by 3 here. So 1 cannot divide by 3, so we ignore, we just drop down 1. 3, you divide by 3, you get 1. So in LCM, you have to continue to divide until 1 are obtained at the last. So our LCM is 2 times 2 times 3. So LCM of 4 and 12 equal to 12. This is method 2. The most suggested method. Okay, next is method 3, prime factorization. So find the lowest common multiple of 4, 6, and 9. So prime factorization, remember last time you express each number as the product of its prime factor using factor 3 last time. So 4 is 2 times 2. So you write down 2 times 2. 6 is 2 times 3. So you write down 2 times 3. Okay, I arrange like this because this is the house of 2. This is also the house of 2. So the 3 cannot put under 2. We have to make a new house here. Okay, so the 3 is at the back here. So you just leave blank here. And then 9, the factor 3 is 3 times 3. So 9 is 3 times 3. So 3 we have the house, one house 3. So you put under 3. Another one we don't have. So we create new house. Okay, now, so in prime factorization, you have to take all this house. In HCF last time, you only take which have the pair. But for this case, if you have pair or if you don't have pair, you take all the number. So this one, LCM is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So our LCM equal to 36. This is the method 3 prime factorization. Okay, now give you exercise in 1 minute. Find the LCM of 8, 12, and 18. So you can try to do this in your exercise book using any method you prefer. If you like method 1, then you use method 1. If you like method 2, you can use method 2. If you like method 3, you can use method 3. But the most suggested method is method 2. Algorithm or repeated division, because that one is the easiest and the fastest way to find LCM and also HCF. So you make the repeated division like this. We have 8, 12, and 18. So I put 8, 12, and 18. So we divide by the smallest prime number. Here is 2. Okay, divide by 2, which is the smallest prime number. So 8 divided by 2 equal to 4. 12 divided by 2 equal to 6. 18 divided by 2 equal to 9. And then we divide again by 2. 4 divided by 2 equal to 2. 6 divided by 2 equal to 3. Okay, 9 is not divisible by 2. So ignore it, just drop down. So 9 we cannot divide by 2, we just drop down 9. Next, divide again by 2. Okay, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 2 cannot. So we ignore 3. And then 9 also cannot divide by 2. So we ignore 9. Ignore 9. So 9 cannot divide. We just drop down 9. Okay, this one is wrong. This one actually ignore 3 and 9. Okay, so this one already 1. So we ignore 1. So we divide by 3. So 3 divided by 3 equal to 1. 9 divided by 3 equal to 3. Okay, so you divide again by 3 until you get the last one is 1, 1, 1. Then you stop here. So this is our LCM. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Then equal to 72. Okay, next we want to look at problem solving. Two of the lights at the local stadium are flickering. The first light flickers every 7 seconds and the other light flickers every 8 seconds. The two lights are switched on together. How many seconds will both lights flicker at the same time for the first time? So if you look at this question, we want to find that both light flickers at the same time for the first time. For the first time mean the minimum, the smallest. So we have to find LCM. Okay, but for this case, we just list down. I use the listing the multiples. So the first light 1 flickers every 7 seconds. So we list the multiple of 7 for light 1. So light 1 is 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and so on. And then light 2 flickers every 8 seconds. So we list the multiple of 8 for light 2. Then you will get 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, and so on. So from here, we find the same number. So for this case, this is 56. So the LCM of these two numbers is 56. So mean what? Mean that the two lights will flicker at the same time for the first time after 56 seconds. Okay, so this is problem solving using method 1. Okay, another problem solving. In a walking competition, 3 athletes step off together. Their steps measure 70 cm, 75 cm, and 90 cm respectively. What is the minimum distance each should walk so that all can cover the same distance in complete step? So we want to find the minimum distance. So minimum means lowest. So we find the lowest common multiples. Okay, so you write down here is 70, 75, and 90. And then we divide by 5, prime number. So divide by 5, you get 14. Divide by 5, 15. 90 divide by 5, 18. And then we divide by 2. 14 divided by 2 equal to 7. 15 cannot divide by 2, so we ignore, just drop down. 18 divided by 2 equal to 9. And then we divide by 3. 7 cannot divide by 3, we drop down 7. 15 divided by 3, you get 5. 9 divided by 3, you get 3. And then you divide again by 7, so that this one will become 1. 7 divided by 7 equal to 1. 5 divided by 7 cannot, so ignore, we just drop down. 3 also drop down. And then we divide by 5, so that this one will become 1. 5 divided by 5, 1. 3 cannot, so drop down. And then last, we divide by 3, so that all the numbers will become 1, 1, 1. Okay, so our LCM equal to 5 times 2 times 3 times 7 times 5 times 3. So equal to 3,150. So our answer, the minimum distance each should walk so that all can cover the same distance in complete step is 3150 cm. So that is problem solving. So make sure when you read problem solving, you have to understand and you plan what to do. Is it LCM? Is it HCF? And so on. Okay, so that's all for today class. This is your exercise for offline class. Then this one will be posted on WhatsApp group and also Google Classroom. Okay, so that's all for today class. Thank you for attending my class. I hope to see you again. If you have any problem, you can WhatsApp me or you can ask in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you class. See you again. Bye.